Ladies and gentlemen, we have live on the phone right now the one and only Miss Latasha Bailey. Well, welcome. Thank you for having this wonderful interview. This is Rob G. Afternoon Drive Show. I want to thank you very much. This is Heartbeats, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a call right now at 708-345-0563. That's 708-345-0563. That's right. How are you doing today, Miss Bailey? Welcome to Smooth 90.5 FM. How are you doing today?
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm amazing. I can't complain at all.
Well, thank you. We just got through playing that self-titled song, Heartbeats. Tell us a little bit about that song. Tell us a little bit about Latasha Bailey. Come on.
Sure. Well, of course, I am from South Carolina originally, so I am definitely a Southern girl. And where I'm from is a little closer to Charleston, so if you guys are familiar with that area, then you know that's close to home for me. And pretty much just started singing, grew up in church singing, and it just kind of went from there, going to college and getting like a vocal scholarship for the gospel choir there, which is Benedict College. We have pretty much one of the best gospel choirs there. And so just getting that experience and kind of growing with that choir and then getting into other things like, the studio, getting into the R&B and everything just kind of developed from there.
Where did you get the theory for the song Heartbeats? Tell us a little bit about that.
Wow. So, listen, I had the beat for Heartbeat for about a year before I even wrote the song. And so typically when I write a song, I would say the beat makes the song for me. If I hear a track or if I hear a beat and I don't feel it, I really can't write anything from it. And I know that sounds weird, but that's just how it works. So I heard the song, and immediately, when I heard the beat, I was just like, I have to write something to this. And so typically for me, whenever I write a song, the first thing that always comes to me is the hook.
Okay.
And so, I played around with it for a little bit, and I kind of knew what I wanted to say when it came to the hook. But when it came to the verses, I was like, okay, I have to play around with this a little bit and see what I can come up with. And so, for me, what I will tell you guys is that anytime you hear a song from me, it's always going to be a song that's been personally related to myself, someone around me. If it hasn't happened, it may be something that I like to see happen. And so that's really how Heartbeat kind of developed. And once I started the hook, I really wanted to start writing about, a relationship, that just kind of makes you feel good. And so what happened was I came up with the hook, and then I came up with maybe like the first verse. And so I sent a text message to two of my friends, one's in Atlanta and one's in Charlotte. And I say, hey, can you guys just kind of give me like the love story behind you and your wife and you and your soon-to-be husband? And so one of my friends, he didn't respond back to me at the time, and then the other one, she said, well, just go to our website, where we have our love story listed. So I actually went on their website, read their love story, and finished writing songs from there.
Wow. So how many songs, CDs do you have out, or is this your first CD?
This is the first single, yes.
Wow.
First single.
Okay. So I hear a lot of spiritual inspiration in your voice and in your music. Where did you get that spiritual guidance from?
For me, like I said, it started at home. I'm from a very small town in South Carolina, which is called Holly Hill, South Carolina. And for me, my family, my dad's side of the family is really huge, and everybody can either sing, play an instrument, or something. And my dad's father was actually a minister. So a lot of it started from there. And then also being around my mom, my mom sung all the time. And then being in church with her as well, it just kind of started from there.
Wow, okay. So, tell us, when a artist is putting something out as wonderful as yourself, what is it that you want young female or male artists to understand about this industry?
First of all, stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are. Because if you don't stay true to who you are, it will it'll reflect in your music. um, people often say fake it until you make it, but it's hard to get up and sing a song if you're not telling a true story about, what you're doing in your life or something that's happening in your life, or to me anyway. But definitely stay true to yourself, stay grounded, make sure that you keep positive people around you, because there are so many distractions, there are so many things that come, and the opportunity might look good and it may not be right. And so just honestly, I hate to sound deep, but just stay prayerful, stay around people that are positive, stay around people that have your best interest at heart. And sometimes that's not even your family and friends, Sometimes there are strangers that come into our lives and they pour some of the most amazing things into us. And so that would be maybe the main three things for me.
Okay.
And just perfecting your craft. Definitely perfecting your craft.
How long have you been at your craft of this?
Oh, man. So I started singing when I was like 4. For me, I probably started writing songs when I was about 13. Writing any songs yet or we didn't have, and I would say, well, yeah, I have this, but I didn't like it, so I threw it away. He was like, don't ever do that. Write something just because you don't like it now don't mean you won't like it later. And so it started from 4 years old in church, being around my uncle, being around my family sometimes, and then being a part of the NAACP, because I was really, really active with the NAACP as well. And so one of the greatest opportunities ever came out of that. I was pretty much afforded the opportunity to sing for President Clinton at the time.
Okay.
And so it just kind of kept going from there. And so getting those opportunities, when things like that happen, it lets you know, like, hey, I'm supposed to be doing this, or what's next. And so it just kind of went from there.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear more from Latasha Bailey, you can go on iHeart, iTunes. Where else can they get your music from?
As of right now, it's pretty much on all the digital media outlets. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify. You can find it on, I think it's Target Music, Tidal for sure. It's on Google Play, it's on Amazon Music. So pretty much all the digital media outlets is out there.
Well, you heard it live here on Smooth 90.5 FM. We're going to go to a little short commercial break. But we are so excited to have you here live on Smooth 90.5 FM. And we're going to go to a little short commercial break. And can you hold on for a few seconds? Because we want to talk with you more on Smooth 90.5 FM. Can you hold on for a second? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back with Miss Latasha Bailey in a few minutes. Smooth 90.5 FM. Give us a call, and we'd like to hear from you. We're going to go to a commercial break and like to hear from all our listeners. That's right, Smooth 90.5 FM HD Radio. Well, looks like our commercial. We're going to go. Here we go. Heartbeats, ladies and gentlemen. Heartbeats on Smooth 90.5 FM. So
surface now, so in love with you. Ain't gotta tell you what to do, that's how I know it's true. So in love with you. Every day that I'm near you, babe, it takes my breath away. So in love with you. Plus my heart beats for you. Nothing must have passed. At first I was fearful. Too many past disappointments. Wasn't sure if I wanted to fall in love again, but I stayed and I conquered it. And you got just what I need. I'm hoping that one day we can make it official. 'Cause at this point in my life, with you is where I wanted to be, baby. Said you wanna get to know me, so I took your hand and slowly. And ever since that day you showed me the way it should be. You send me up and down, spinning in circles now, so in love with you. Ain't gotta tell you what to do, that's how I know it's true. So in love with you. Every day that I'm near you, babe, it takes my breath away. So in love with you. Plus my heart beats for you. See, I've been waiting for your love, and you've been patient, but don't give up.
I decided to make some practice.
Just make it last, make it
Not selling
forever.
surplus Steve merch. So I said, dude, what's with the backpack and Sherpa glasses? He says, gotta get way out of town for a good deal on some new wheels. I said, bro, get down right in town.
George Robinson. They drop us. They run us for hours at a time. They cover us with dust, slam us into cement, max out our torque, drag us into the heat of summer, and in from the cold rain, pull our triggers and over-tighten our chucks. They use us, they abuse us. But you know what? Good. Because they had a choice, and they choose us. We are the wall. Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have to stop?
Well, we're back on Smooth 90.5 FM. You just got through listening to the single Heartbeats from Latasha Bailey. We have her live all the way from North Carolina. Is that correct?
I am currently in Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I know you're enjoying the weather out there. And we are so excited that you are able to be a special guest on our show today. We received that CD. We have it in rotation. We've been playing it like crazy. We have so many listeners asking and requesting for it. Tell us where everyone can get your wonderful CD again.
Yes, as of right now, it is available on all the digital media outlets, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music. It's on Tidal, Target Music, so pretty much all of the digital media outlets, it is available to you guys.
So if someone wanted to get in contact with you and have you perform at the event, how would they get in contact with you?
They can reach me by email, which is LatashaBaileyMusic@gmail.com. That's my name, Latasha Bailey, Bailey, music@gmail.com. And they can also call the booking number, which is 704-561-1399.
Now you sound mighty young for your age. How old are you?
I am 32.
32? Well, you sound like you're about 16 years of age. We're looking like, oh my goodness.
Hey, I'll take that. You know, black don't crack.
Black don't crack on Smooth. Well, we are so excited. Who is your inspiration? Who got you into singing?
Oh my goodness. Well, are you talking about artists or just in general?
Artists?
Okay, well, artists, I mean, besides the influence from, you know, being at home and just being at church around my own family, from an artist standpoint, I would say, oh my God, like Faith Evans, Coco Clemens from SWV, This is Kim McFarland. She was like a gospel singer, but she would be out of this world with some of the notes that she could hit. So I love listening to people like that, like people that challenge you to do things vocally that you probably wouldn't normally do. But those are just a few to kind of name.
Okay, okay. Well, what does your family? How do they feel about you performing? Always on the go. What does your family feel about it?
They would listen. If I stopped right now today and said I'm getting married and having kids and settling down, like everybody would be so happy.
Oh wow.
Because I don't know if it's just a southern thing, but I think I've probably been the most active out of the females or the women. Like I've always been the one that's on the go, trying to get things done or pursuing something. So for them, it's just like, when are you going to just settle down or something? And I believe that will come, but I do believe that I have work to do, and I'm doing just that.
Okay, okay. So at this present time, you're trying to work on your career, but not a family at this present time. Do you feel more comfortable being involved? A lot of artists feel more comfortable dealing with someone who's in the same industry as them, or do you feel more comfortable with someone who's not in the industry?
I don't think it really matters to me as long as they're doing what it is they really want to do. I would just rather the person be a success at whatever it is they're doing. Because for me, what I would say is that for me being an artist, you don't want to date someone that's not doing anything at all. Because when you're out doing stuff, it may cause conflict. And so you need someone, I would say, that's just as active or that basically understands what it is you're going after and you have the same understanding for them.
Okay, okay. What is it that you want young women to take from your music, Heartbeat?
You know what? Just like I said earlier, just be true to yourself. Write about your truth. There's nothing wrong with, writing about the truth. Is nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with being a lady. Let me say that. You don't have to sell yourself out.
Okay, so you said selling yourself out. So tell us your trials and tribulations that you have gone through as a musical artist of trying to get your music out there, because there's a lot of young artists out there trying to get their music played on the radio. Or what would you suggest? How did you get your music on the radio? Besides the radio station contacting you.
Right. Well, let me say this. If the radio station contacts you, that's amazing. Okay, number one. So I'm thankful for that. So you really, honestly, everything that's been done so far, I've pretty much done it on my own. Like, I don't have a team per se that helps me with this stuff. I've done it out of my own pocket, out of my own funding. And so, honestly, just building relationships with people and knowing people. And when I say build relationships with people, I don't mean I think people sometimes confuse the two, especially now with this,
We are so excited. One and only Latasha Bailey. We want to thank you very much, Miss Bailey, for giving us that time. And we're going to keep blowing up this song. We want everybody to blow up our website, because this is the Artist of the Week. Latasha Bailey, Heartbeats, is the Artist of the Week here on Smooth 90.5 FM. You got to give us a call right now so you can blow up. Our phones are blowing up like crazy. So we are so excited that you have given us a chance to play your wonderful single. Hopefully you can come here in Chicago and do a live performance for us real soon. But we are so glad that you gave us that time. Is there anything else you want people to understand about you and your music?
Listen. I don't really know what to say about it right now. Like I said, you guys, well, let me tell you this. Expect stories. So, most of the songs that you will hear from me, they're going to be stories. Some of them about my life. Some of them are probably going to touch close to home and make you think about some things. So expect that, but just keep expecting great things. So that's what I would say.
Okay. You heard it live on here on Smooth 90.5 FM. Smooth 90.5 FM with Rob G, broadcasting live with Miss Latasha Bailey. Heartbeats, that's right. We're going to take this out with a heartbeat to your heart on Smooth 90.5 FM. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Latasha Bailey. Thank you.
Wasn't sure if I wanted to fall in love again.